Hello. Let's fix this one a little bit. Hi there, everybody. Welcome back. Is the music too loud? Any comments? Let me know who's here today before we start. I don't know about you all, but I'm feeling a little bit anxious right now. As I just put a hole in my dress. So we'll wait a few more minutes to see who will join us. I'm discovering the truth. And as they say, the truth will set you free. For if you begin to understand and really feel it within the depths of your heart, the truth of your sovereignty, of your being of the divine. What a world we could create. For to trust ourselves, letting go of the old narratives, the old stories, is truly empowering. For it is the integration of our multi-dimensional beings with our smaller self. The self contained within the human body, connected to the ego, the mind, and the emotions. But the truth will set you free. The truth and the knowledge of who you've always been. Hi Sharon, thank you for joining. So today we are going to take a journey into the well of our hearts, into the labyrinth of our heart and soul, tearing down any ancestral wounds, walls of separation from ourselves and our true being. Integrating and becoming the truth of who we have always been. Liberating ourselves from our self-imposed prisons of doubt and fear. Liberating ourselves from our self-imposed cages. And as the great phoenix, the great dragons, we will fly with the angels today. Ayakotoshi shialalakata. So let's begin. Let's begin to take deep breaths. Feeling the breath move in through your nose. Holding that breath at the top. And exhaling through your mouth. Again, breathing in through your nose, long, slow, deliberate breaths, alive with the Holy Spirit. Holding the space between the inhale and the exhale. And exhaling through your mouth all that no longer serves you. Become a witness of your breath. Breathing in, holding, exhaling and holding again. Breathing in, holding, exhaling, holding the breath at the end. Begin to cycle the breath in and out, finding your rhythm, becoming the witness of this holy breath, taking you deeper and deeper into that state of being. Looping in, looping out. Follow the breath. In and out. Begin to feel the rise and the fall of your chest. The expansion of the left side of your ribs, the right side, the back and the front. As the breath becomes multi-dimensional, creating rings of fire, of frequency and light around our bodies. In this space, here now. Now let's begin by creating our temple, our altar, and the room, the place where you sit. If you prefer, you can lie on the floor, your right hand on your belly, and your left on your heart. Feeling now the rise and the fall of your belly. And as we sit in this sacred place, we begin to see 4 columns of light moving up from the floor around us. Fluid, moving. This bright, brilliant light, creating these columns that begin to move 6 feet above your head, becoming the cornerstone of your temple, of your altar, to contain your form, And you begin to see these columns, rose filaments of light move from each as they begin a tapestry weaving above your head. Creating a ceiling of light, rainbow colored. Crystals begin to form. As you float within this space now, in this here, now moment. And now you set your intentions for today's meditation, asking to discover your truth. Trusting in a future that awaits you. Remembering memories that you have caged behind the walls of your heart. Deep memories to be released today with this activation. Release and dissolved into the heart of the divine. The all-compassing, never-ending love of the source. Begin to feel your ascended masters the angelic team that works with you. So the I becomes the we, the Christ consciousness, the unity consciousness, the Buddha consciousness. So the I becomes the we, that becomes the us. And as you begin to feel the space all around you here now, within your temple, you begin to feel and sense this room, this space around you, be filled with rainbow light. Filling the space around your body, within your sacred temple. And as this rainbow light begins to dissolve the walls, the columns of light, the floor above you and the ceiling, you begin to float upon these clouds, seeing the rainbow light move through them, lifting you higher as you float among these clouds, stars, the universe itself. As you are stripped away of all sense of time, as you are stripped away through all dimensions, moving into the great void, the blackness that is everything, the space between space. You find yourself floating here now. On these rainbow-colored clouds. You begin to become the witness once again of your breath moving in, expanding out, breathing in, and expanding out. Here within the void, in the space of all possibilities, in the space of all potential, you float. And as you look down upon your body as the witness, as your multi-dimensional self, you begin to see the flame in your chest. You begin to see your heart, your divine heart. As it becomes a beacon in the darkness, a light, and as you move closer as the observer, as your multi-dimensional higher self, seeing the form, the container that holds you now, you begin to look deeper into your heart. Through the eyes of your higher self. You begin to move deep now within the center of your heart. And as you move into the very flame, deep within the center of your heart, you begin to feel the beating, the contraction and expansion, pumping life, pumping the blood through your veins, into your organs, into the cells of your body. Through the bones, and into the very DNA. And as you move into the very flame, into the very center, deep within the secret garden of your heart, you begin to see a labyrinth, ancient with walls crumbling, holding back secrets, holding back fear, memories, that you could never see in the brightness of the day, with the shining sun deep within your heart, within this labyrinth. Your higher dimensional being moves with you into these spaces. As your guides, the angels, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Lady Nada, Akiala the Ayala the Kaita, the Matatashi Tialaki. They move deep within your heart still. They see the crumbling walls that you have put up. These walls of separation. These walls to hide behind. Akitoi yala komata shishi yala kita. Stories and memories to hide behind. We ask you now to tear down this wall. Begin to see the cracks as you touch your hand upon it, as it begins to crumble within your golden hands. As the cracks become brighter and bigger, they become holes. And these holes begin to shine a light so bright illuminating these shadows, these memories, these stories that are no longer yours. For with the truth, we put away childish notions. We claim our sovereignty, knowing that we are not victims. And we conquer with the light of the Christ, with the unconditional love of Mother Mary. Of the heart of Kuan Yin, full of compassion, we begin to feel their presence with us now. Yakutoshi i Kiatuma Iala Ita Kotashi Shialaua Iakotumata Iatata Ichi Shiala Makota Aya Atatumu Atahia La Koi Tatashi. They bring in light codes. They bring in the sound and the frequency of light language. Sounding bells. And you begin to feel the remaining parts of these ancient walls, this labyrinth built through many lives, through many dimensions. They begin to melt down and break and crumble in the divine light of the source, of the collective consciousness of the Christ, compassion of Kuan Yin, and the never-ending love of Mother Mary and the Goddess, the Mother, Hikito Shialata. We see this wall within the light body, the container of our form, that was wrapped around our heart, crumble. Not just in this time, but through all time, past, present, and now. For the truth has set us free. Any memories that come to you now of the past that has held you prisoner, are merged with the light. Replacing the emotion of fear, doubt, lack, longing, abandonment, jealousy, not being good enough, to be dissolved through all time and all space, through the frequency and the light codes of the divine, through the embassy of light, through the Christ, Allow the memories to come and go. Allow the tears to flow. Allow the joy to begin. Becoming like a waterfall of divine light. Know that you are not alone. Know that you're a magnificent sovereign. Chosen this path. Chosen to be alive now through the great ascension. For we call upon you now, O Great One, Great Flame. We call upon you now to be seen, to shine, to see others, to fully understand with the truth that all you have experienced was of your free choice to bring you to this here now moment, to overcome and to be seen, to shine, to see others. For that is your calling. That is your ministry. And as you clear away all of the debris from your heart, it floats out around you into the void. You begin to see it crumble and move, dissolved into the great blackness, into the great space between spaces. And you begin to hear the sound of the source, the singularity of all creation, of all love. Begin to hear the frequency, the vibration of its being. Oi alalati, ialahoya, ialamo, ikia, ala. Mutai ialalakui. Moita kutaiala. Ititu tushitiala hialata. Begin to feel this vibration of love from the Creator, from the Source. Send ripples of frequency through your body. You begin to feel them move through your fingers, into your hands, through the soles of your feet, and into your legs and your thighs. This ripple of frequency of light moves in from the top of your head, through your ears and shoulders. This current of frequency moves in through all directions, north, south, east, and west, moving into the center of your heart. Conduit of light. Your heart begins to expand even more so within the center of your chest, no longer bounded by this wall, set free with the truth. And as we know and begin to understand our own truth, we can understand the truth of the world. We can create a new truth, a new story, a new narrative. For it is time now to be seen, to shine, and to see others. Haki alalotoi ya makatashi. Shakiti alalakai. Begin to feel your body move with the vibrations, creating waves and currents of light and sound, all moving and pulsing into your heart now. Bringing light codes, activations, as you begin to feel that the flame within the divine heart becomes a great sun now, that moves out 6 feet in front of you, 6 feet to the left, anchoring the sacred feminine, 6 feet to the right, anchoring the masculine. The sun moves down, connecting to the earth, into the heart of the mother, into her son. And the great sun within our heart moves up and anchors into the great cosmos, into the heart of the Father, into the Source. As we become the tree of life, anchored in the earth and into our divinity, the clay of our form, and the being of our lights, they too come now. The energy from the cosmos and the energy of the earth now move up to that central core of your body, into the heart, one more time. As you feel your heart explode, so you can be seen. You can shine the light, and you can see others, knowing your truth, knowing the truth of the world, and the truth that we all carry within our hearts, our soul, and our mind. We are not alone. We are loved. Protected. Guided. And if you begin to feel the tears going down your eyes, moving into your heart, it is the final step, for it melts away all dis-ease. Feel your body alive. Every cell in your body tingling, singing its song, rejoicing in the liberation of your heart. Discovering the truth of who you are. To be seen. To shine the light. And to see the light in others. That is our truth. That is our truth. And we give thanks, gratitude, honoring all that have been in our lives. As gifts. Finding an abundance of love in our heart for them. For anyone that may have hurt us, knowingly or unknowingly, we forgive. For our heart is as big as the sun now, shining out in all directions, showing us the truth of who we've always been. And now we begin to feel the clouds beneath us, rainbow light, as we begin to float from the void. Moving down through the multiverses, the solar systems, as they pass by us, the stars, millions of stars around us, calling to us for our place in the universe is part of our truth. now into our own universe. Seeing our sun, our earth below. Moving down seeing the sky around us, the mountains, and as we begin to see the sun within the hearts of all the mountains, the trees, the rivers, the oceans, seeing the very flame of the mother's heart within the center of the earth, seeing the interconnectivity of all life, the great flame and suns of each of our hearts as beacons of light. And we slowly now begin to see the top of the ceiling of the great temple we have created above our head, adorned with crystals, reflecting back the brilliance of the sun within our heart. And as we begin to move down into the space in our temple that has been filled with this rainbow light, sensing the floor beneath you, the walls to the left, the walls to the right, the ceiling above you, and then sensing the container of our form as we bring ourselves back in to the top of our head, to this cord of light, through our eyes, the back of our throat, the top of our heart, back into the center of our divine flame, bringing the sun with us, placing it here in our bodies. As this great sun begins to fill the cavities of our body, the left and right ribs, the back of our ribs, the front, moving out through our skin, into the room, all around us. Feeling it connect to ourselves, to our DNA. The spaces around our organs. The bones and the veins. As this great sun consumes our entire being, so we can be seen so we can shine, and we can see the truth in others as we see the truth in ourselves. So it shall be. It is done, it is activated. It is done. It is done. It is done, it is done, it is done, anchored into your body, into your mind, into the emotions, and the physicality of you. It is done. Become the witness of your breath, breathing in and out. Feel the lightness of your body as you begin to move your fingers and your toes. Maybe rock a little bit, moving the energy more within your body. Putting your hands around yourself as you give yourself a hug, holding yourself tight to allow yourself this journey of self-discovery, finding your truth, shining that truth, and seeing the truth in others. For the time is now. The time is now. Thank you so much, so much for joining me today. I don't know, Sharon, were you able to get back on? I don't know what happened to my Facebook watch party. My phone just stopped working. Let me know if you had seen it. I hope so. Sharon, I love you. Lee, Catherine, thank you so much. Yes. Have a wonderful day today. Shine the light of your heart, that great sun out, knowing the truth of who you are, the truth of the world. As we bring in heaven to earth, now is the time. So I will be back Friday. 4-4-4. Sorry that I've been a little inconsistent, but I've been working on a project. It's been a little consuming of my time. But I have to say that these meditations mean so much to myself. And I hope that you are able to receive as much as I do by giving. Lots of love. I'll put this back on Facebook, hopefully, if anybody didn't see it, but let me know if you did. I think you did, Sharon, so I think we're good. Lots of love. Be well. It's a beautiful day. Enjoy yourself. Lots of love. Now I have to get up, which is sometimes difficult.